Hello and welcome to Katrina's Creations. This is episode 329 and I have a whole bunch of finished objects this week. Let's get started. First off, here is my puppy that I was working on. I had parts to last week. He's cute, but he's a little floppy, but sometimes floppy is cuddly. There's his little tail. So there is the puppy. And then I used a pattern. It's from a website called Lilyless. I'll put it down here because I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. It was a little pattern for a cat. Hers looked cuter than this. This one's cute, but I think it looks like a squirrel. That's my own thought. There's the tail. Yeah, or a beaver. Anyway, yeah, little scary, but this is supposed to be a cat. I forgot to put whiskers on it, and I don't know how I would without it getting in the way of the eyes. I did place the eyes where it said to place the eyes in the right row, but I think they could have gone up a little bit. So anyway, this is a little girl of some sort. We aren't sure what she is. Yeah, squirrel cat. Then we have, I decided to explore a little bit more and just made up a pattern on my own. And here we have a kitty cat that is pink. Not to be confused with a pig, although if she didn't have whiskers, she might be confused with a pig. And she has a little tail too. The tail I did knitting. This is crocheted, of course, but the tail is I-cord that I knitted, and the ears are also garter stitch and then doubled over in the back so they stand up. And so there is a little pink kitty cat. I figured little girls like cats and they like pink, so there's a little pink kitty cat. So those are 3 stuffed animals that I finished this week. Then I finished my pair of socks, and it's surprising how many people have asked if I'm making these for babies because of the colors in them, but no, they're for me. So here's what they turned out looking. This is Premier Yarns Bloom. I think it's Premier Yarns, but this is Bloom is the name of it, and it forms these colors and patterns all on its own. So there is the one sock, and that's what it looks like on the heel. And then this one is the other one. They do, of course, don't match. And there's this here. It's funny because this is the top of the foot here, and it's very similar to what is at the bottom over here of the heel. Similar, but not the same, but like here you can see is very similar to down here. So yeah, they do not match each other, but little footsie socks. So finished that. So I have 4 finished objects, 5 if you count the socks as 2 separate items. So yeah, been productive with that. And then my work in progress is my knitted sweater. And this is Panopia, which is a pattern, was a free pattern from Expression Fiber Arts. Last week I'd literally just done like 2 rows. So I have finished the ribbing. There you can see it. I finished the ribbing, which was 2 by 2, and now I am just on stockinette. Now this pattern is written that you do the front and then you turn around and do the back. I don't see the point of that. I just put it together and marked both sides. That's what my markers are right here. And I have 2 markers right here to know this is the beginning of the round and this is the other side. Yeah, I don't like seaming garments together, and I really didn't see the point. So I just put them together this way. And the yarn I am using is a Knit Crate yarn. It was Uru Asher, and the colorway is called Old Barn. It is 34% cotton, 35% linen, 19% lyocell, and 11% nylon. It is a sport weight. So there you can see it. It is a like a chain ply. So you can see the chaining there. I do notice with this some spots where the yarn is thicker and some spots where it's thinner. In a couple spots where I've noticed it's doing that with the real thin, because usually where it's real thin, it's followed by a thick kind of blob. And I have actually tried to cut some of that out when I run across it and just tie it and keep going, because some of the spots got so thin that I was afraid that if the yarn got stretched or pulled, it could actually snap the yarn. It was that thin in some places. But I do like how the tonal colors are showing up with this. So it's a real pretty kind of a rust. So real happy with it. It's not a super soft, I mean, it's not scratchy, but it's not a super soft type of yarn. It feels softer to feel it like this than it does when it's knitted up. So hopefully it'll be comfortable to wear. We shall see. So I have a total of 5 skeins of this, so it should be plenty because this is a short sleeved. The pattern came as an option of sleeveless or with short sleeves, so I'm doing the short sleeves. We don't need the bat wings to be displayed, so we're going to cover those. So that is what I have been working on this week. What have you all been working on? Now, if you missed last Wednesday's video, it was a total fail. If you'd like to see comedy, you could do that. You can click the link right here. It will take you over to it. I tried blending wool and it was a total fail, and yeah, it was a learning curve. We'll just put it that way. Anybody want a dog comb? If you haven't seen the video, you don't know what I'm talking about. But if you have seen the video, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, that was last Wednesday's video, but this week we have some fun stuff coming up because Tuesday will be the last of my kitchen organizing. I'm down to the last drawer in the kitchen. So I will be doing that. It's a baking drawer. So that's Tuesday's organizing video. And then I have to move on to another room from there, but that is the last of the kitchen organizing. Wednesday, I am getting together with Kim on Tuesday night because we've picked up a couple more craft fair places, and we're going to be talking about where we're going, things we are making for said craft fairs, and kind of what our general plans are for the upcoming season. So yeah, if you haven't met my friend Kim, you will see her. We've made several videos together before, and so we are meeting together and going to chat and have fun and knit and chat and drink coffee, or not coffee. She drinks coffee. I don't drink coffee. I'll be drinking my tea. And yeah, we'll be having a good time crocheting, knitting, chatting, all that kind of stuff, and catching you up on what we got going on in the next couple of months. So that is going to be Wednesday's video. I also, as far as acquisitions, I didn't get anything this week. I was really good. There was a couple of really good Lion brand sales that went on this week. But I did not get any. I'm trying to downsize my yarn. And speaking of downsizing, if you missed the Knit Crate de-stash video that I am trying to get rid of the yarn, you can click the link right here. A lot of it, about half of it is gone, but there is still some yarn left. So if you check that video, if you see something you like, just let me know over at KatrinasCreations@yahoo.com, and I'll let you know if it's still available. And yeah, we will go from there. And if it isn't sold the next couple days, it will be going up for sale on eBay. So I'm letting you guys have first crack at it if there's any of you looking for bits and pieces of Knit Crate. So that is, yeah, that's what I got going on for sale. Now it's time for... Now in our Come and Get It section this week, Lion Brand is running 30% off of their yarn and kits. I didn't see how long it lasts. It's probably the weekend though. Usually their sales run through the weekend. So it's 30% off of yarn and kits. All of the links to the sales are down below in the description box. If you click the little button that says more or show more, click that. It all drops down and it's alphabetical for the different yarn companies. So that is Lion Brand. Mary Maxim has a couple things going on. In their clearance section, they have some decent yarn. They have Bon Bon Nova yarn for $1.99. They have Bernat baby yarn for $2.49. They have Premier Deborah Norville sock yarn for $2.99. And then they are also offering 20% off of your entire order this weekend only. So it ends after Sunday. You do need to use a coupon code May20OFF to get 20% off of the sale, off of your purchase. So that is Mary Maxim. Then we have Knit Picks. Their yarn of the month is Gloss yarn, so it's 20% off of that Gloss brand yarn. And they also have clearance yarns. They have some that they've restocked in there, so if you check out their clearance section, that'll let you know what they got over there, because they had some decent deals over there as well. And then lastly, one I hardly ever talk about, and I am an affiliate for them. I just don't buy yarn from them all that often, and that is Ice Yarn, which comes from Turkey. And they have really, I mean, super cheap prices on yarn. If you go over and check out their closeout yarns, they're selling some for 37 cents a skein. Yeah, you heard that right, 37 cents a skein. Now here's where you have to really watch and think about how it works, because it is international shipping. So you do have to figure the shipping into the cost. So the yarn may cost 37 cents, but you have to figure out how much it's going to cost to ship it, and then weigh the difference whether it's worth it to you or not. If you order enough yarn, then the shipping is enough to make a profit off of, you know, where you're getting a good deal. But if you're only ordering a couple skeins, it's going to cost you more than if you just buy it here stateside. So anyway, but there is a link to Ice Yarns over there if you are interested. And like I said, I went over and did a little look. I just don't need any yarn right now. I actually was looking to see, because they do carry like that faux fur, because I was thinking about it like for some of the little stuffed animals, and I have no faux fur whatsoever. And so I thought about it, and then I was like, do I really want to have a bunch of faux fur? So yeah, it's not easy, at least to me, it's not easy to work with. So I think we'll avoid the faux fur. But anyway, yeah, those are the sales that I know about. I will let you know any other ones as I run across them. Just be watching for those videos that are yellow with black writing. They're usually like 25-second videos. They're real short, but they will give you the links and tell you the specifics about the sales. So if you haven't already, please click that little red subscribe button down below here and the bell-shaped icon next to it. That will let you know anytime I post a video, which lately is usually 3 times a week, on Saturday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. But yeah, that will let you know whenever. And we are 7 people away for our next giveaway, because once we hit 4,300 subscribers, I will be doing another yarn related giveaway. So if you haven't already, click that button so it'll get us to 4,300 and we can do the giveaway. So that is what I have for you today, and I will see you again on Tuesday. Thanks again for watching. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. Bye.